Good something, ladies and gentlemen. Probably late afternoon, early evening by the time we do this. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I have a new segment I'm going to do whenever it can be done. And here it is. First of all, well, no, second of all, here it is. It's called Mondays with Mick, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody lives for Mick. That's the only picture I could find. It was sort of a last minute idea to do this. Mick, how do you feel about the whole set?
Yeah, baby. I'm into it.
Okay, we can bring our actual selves in now instead of our fake ones.
Here we are coming in. Woo!
Everybody just lives for Mick. And so I called him, 30 minutes ago and said, hey, do you want to do a segment on Mondays? Not necessarily every Monday. We might record on a Thursday and put it up on a Monday. Who knows with us? And he said, sure. And I just whipped something together.
Just whipped it up.
I did.
So, on the spot. Boom.
On the total spot. We're not using anything, technical like headphones. Those are now technical, Mick.
We're just natural.
Natural us. So tell me about your day, Miguel. Belt.
Pardon me. My day started off pretty good, pretty hopeful for the future, with a smile on my face. And then I turned bitchy because certain things just didn't go my way, and I was just cranky. And I had an appointment today that I went to for a pretty routine matter, and I got there and on time, and sit in the waiting room. 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 30 minutes go by. There's only two withered old ladies in the waiting room with me. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know. Maybe they're there with their withered old husbands or something. No, they were there to actually get in. So now it's like 45 minutes and then the one gets called in, withers over, goes in. And I'm just like, okay. So that's how I was full of promise. I had goodwill to humanity. And now I'm just mad. And you can say something.
Well, I muted my microphone so you can tell the story, but I was laughing.
Wait.
What's that?
Well, so then I finally do get in, and I'm thinking an hour later, and I'm thinking, well, this woman that brings me in is probably going to apologize or something. Well, no, just have a seat over here. I'm thinking, well, the doctor, who I've known for 20 years, will probably at least a perfunctory, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. Nope, nothing. Just sit your ass down and let's get to business. So.
Well, mother, my dear sweet mother, she got completely pissed off years ago and just stormed out of the way after she was okay. You know how they do it in stages.
Yeah.
You get there, you sign in, you're hopeful in the waiting room, and then they bring you to a cubicle and you sit for life, and then they bring, So she was at the point where she was actually in the exam room forever and a day.
Mm-hmm.
Years went by, and so finally she just stormed out and told them all off. Wasn't too terribly long ago. I'm going to say within the past 5 years. But your whole story reminds me of the time, and I'd love you to share it with the viewers if you want to, about how you were having issues with your cat, and you were kind of telling off the vet when you discovered something very major about the cat you didn't know about until then.
That's good. Well, I had a cat.
I'm going to mute my mic.
Right. Are you always muting when I talk?
I would like to, because it makes you clearer.
Okay. So I have a cat named, what was the cat's name? I'm trying to think.
Cleo.
Right. The cat that showed up on the porch, looked at you look under the tail, you assess, one time, you don't keep checking. And we look, and it's like, oh, this is it's a female cat, right?
I'm going to unmute and just crack up. If the sound quality's bad, who cares? Come on.
Except, you don't keep checking your cat's
vitals.
Yeah. Equipment or area.
Region, if you will.
And you look once. It's like, oh, it's a male, it's a female. It's pretty simple. So then had the cat got a female name, Cleo, for, like Cleopatra. And then there's an issue with the cat. Take the cat to the vet. And it's the same sort of thing. Like, they keep you waiting, whatever's here. Oh, there was a a dog emergency in the next room, or someone's parakeet had a breakdown, some crazy thing, you know. So, this vet comes in who is kind of big. She kind of comes in like this, and
Like, kind of plowing things down.
I'm like fully steaming by the time she gets in there, and I'm just like, why? I said, well, why do you make appointments if you keep people waiting, or something like that? I was being a smart ass kind of, and I don't know. I wasn't making any.
You kind of told her off. You're like, my time's valuable, blah, blah, blah. I am going to mute when traffic goes by. Sorry.
And then she's like looking at the cat and doing stuff and whatever. And I think at one point she's like, "Do you want me to do this exam, or would you like to leave?" And I'm like, "No, since I've been here for this long, I think I'll stay and see what happens." And then she's like, "And by the way, your cat, Cleo, is a
Neutered male, right? And this is like right after you got done telling her off about, well, she needs this or she. Go
So
ahead.
it's kind of, you find out your cat is a tranny, basically. While you're mad at someone,
Oh my God.
and it's weird. But anyway, that was the story of that, and you know, I guess I like telling stories where I'm the mean, angry crackpot.
Do you know that I have a new vacuum cleaner story?
No, I'd love to hear it though.
Well, actually, it isn't necessarily a new vacuum cleaner story. It's a dustbuster story. It's not that exciting, and I'm not going to tell the vacuum cleaner story either. But I just wanted to ask you, and back in the day, I'm going to go to, well, no, I'll just plaster this over us right now. I want to know if you've ever been here.
No, but I know what it is. It's a corn maze.
Yeah, it's Corny's Corn Maze, the Headless Horseman of Allen's Hollow. And this was, of course, in Conneaut Lake, Pennsylvania.
No, it looks nice though.
You never visit. That's from a long time ago. I found all these photos when I got to my other computer, and I was some download from 2012 or something, all the pictures, and I'm rooting through for you.
Out at Sherman's house.
What? Well, yeah, I think it's like at one of their places. There's so many. Yeah,
A corn maze seems like the perfect place to get murdered.
it does, and I bet you it's
'Cause
happened.
no one can see you. You're fully in a field of corn.
Right? Yeah. Do you want to try it? Remember the time we wanted to fake our own deaths?
Do I want to try murdering or getting murdered?
I don't know. I think we should fake our own deaths. It's more fun.
Well, remember when we were going to be Conneaut Lake detectives and
Oh,
solve an unsolved murder?
yeah, but what was the murder? I forget. Some lady that died along 618 or something.
I don't even think we had a murder.
We didn't.
Well, was there one?
Yes, they found some bones or something over there by what used to be Fairway 12, and
I was over at End of the Road the other day with Jason, and I told him Lisa and I were here as reporters one time when someone drowned in the lake.
that's right. But now I totally forget that story.
Well, it wasn't much of a story because we didn't really get to interview the dead person or do
That's
it.
right. Now they're
Yeah.
weird about that. Dead people are kind of.
But we were there fully ready to take pictures, whip out our reporter notebooks and start writing.
How about when we totally protested the playground?
Right.
That's when I first came, and we were right, by the way.
Well, we're investigative journalists, basically, of Conneaut Lake.
Oh, absolutely.
And in fact, yeah, no one else is doing it, so that falls
We
on.
might as well. Everybody was on board with that damn playground, and it was nothing but trouble years later. It was like this big corporation went all over the country, and
Right. It was a scam.
yeah, and it ended up to be hideous. Like when I used to cover the borough meetings, there was arsenic in the ground because of it, and all this jazz. You and I were right. Hey, we're creeping up on 10 minutes. You think we should make it 10 minutes?
Sure.
Okay.
Now, do you have a picture to show?
You get to say the closing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about the road noise, ladies and gentlemen. It's like 5:20 on a Saturday. The regular crowd stumbles in. Now, and road noise will happen. It's very casual. Mondays with Mick here on Lounging with Lisa. Take it away, Mick.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Mondays with Mick and on Lounging with Lisa. You're going to have to help me with this. I'm not used to doing it.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to the brand new
to our brand new segment, Mondays with Mick on Lounging with Lisa.
The video series that has us
Series that has us discussing thoughts of the day, trying to remember the whole routine.
and always remembering something here. Let's see. Let's find
Remembering
it.
to drop your
Yeah.
preconceived notions,
Yes. Political identities.
identity, focus on the truth, research,
Something.
research before you judge. Don't
Not
judge,
after.
not after.
Right.
Remember,
Oh, wait. Remember.
and remember, in the words of saintly Smedley R. Butler, war is a damn racket. He
There
didn't.
you go. See, look, we can come over here and look at the book together.
He was a general in the Civil War.
Not the Civil War, hun. World
In
War One.
World War One, he's long dead, but he's still quite relevant today.
He absolutely is. And while I have you, let me just show you. I found a meme of him. I guess we're not really signing off yet, but here, I'm going to put this up. Okay, war is a racket. A racket is best described, I believe, as something that is not what it seems to the majority of the people. Only a small inside group knows what it's about. It is conducted for the benefit of the very few at the expense of the very many. Out of war, few people make huge fortunes, and that's General Smedley Butler. And of course, as soon as I start reading that, 80,000 cars go by. I'm over it.
His soul, and it does bring up some other issues about possibly Illuminati related things or the Trilateral Commission. Let's not get into it.
Absolute trilateral.
Do your own
He
research.
is a major number for those people.
Yes, it's devilishly
He
suspicious.
is a magic number. Remember that?
Yeah.
A man and a woman had a little baby. Okay, with that, we're signing off. We're going to end the broadcast.
Goodbye and happiness to you.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. Ending this broadcast.